Exit right to US 191 North and then turn left.
I-40 and get on 191 North.
In 1/4 of a mile, turn left to US 191.
We exit Interstate 40, and when we make a left, we're going to be on Highway US 191. You can travel on this highway from the Mexican border to the Canadian border. But on this trip, we're going as far as Moab, Utah. Hi there, it's Old Women in the 21st Century, and welcome back to my channel. Today's adventure will take us along US 191, and we have one stop to make and plenty of sights to see before we get to Moab, Utah. It's a beautiful June day. The road opens ahead of us and leads into a bank of beautiful white puffy clouds and the blue sky above. We're traveling through the grasslands of the Navajo Nation. And as we go along, we'll see the landscape change dramatically to just about everything we can think of except for an ocean. So come along with us and let's see what we can find as we travel north. When we exit, we pass quickly through the little town of Chambers, Arizona. We're heading north, and right now the landscape looks flat and kind of desolate, but there's so much beauty to come. Let's see what we can find. This west and then get back on 191 north. That is sure pretty. Big old valley. Oh, look at that. That's something else. That's really pretty.
In 1/4 of a mile, enter the roundabout and take the first exit to US 191.
Oh, roundabout.
Take the first exit.
After a short stretch on Arizona 264, we get back on US 191 at the town of Burnside, Arizona. There's plenty of gas and a supermarket for a quick stop for supplies if you need them. flat land seems unrelenting, but the clouds are taking over the blue sky, and we can see a mountain in the distance. It's almost time to stop for the night, and we're going to end today's journey in Chinle, Arizona at Canyon de Chelly's Cottonwood Campground. We've made it to Chinle. Now we're going to go check out the Cottonwood Campground and see if we can get a spot. There's one of the gas stations right there, Speedway.
Which way we gotta go when we leave?
That way.
I guess we just got gas now. Huh.
We'll see. I think there's a marathon down further. I'd probably use that.
Which way I go, right?
Right.
In 1/3 of a mile, turn right.
Cottonwood Campground is first come, first serve, no reservations. You just pick your site. We had a pullover site. It was not very crowded at all, so we didn't have a trouble getting a site. And we didn't go to see Canyon de Chelly, as this was just a stopover for the night, and we didn't even unhitch. We did see this little dog here out in the center of the campground looking for handouts. It's true what they say about res dogs. That was our first sighting of one, but it wouldn't be the last on this trip. I felt kind of bad for him because when I walked outside, the soles of my shoes were covered in those little tiny burrs. And of course, Blue had a hard time walking around. I had to keep him mostly on the pavement. We couldn't really explore the campsite because of the burrs. And I wondered who picked the burrs off that poor dog. Hopefully he went back home and someone was able to pull them out of his paws and his fur. So the next morning, we left Cottonwood Campground and headed out of Chinle. We stopped for gas and some oil, as unexpectedly the oil in our truck was a little low. So here we're back on US 191, and while we're sitting at the gas station, we saw some more res dogs. There was a pack of them at the gas station, and I was kind of holding my breath as they navigated US 191 to go on across and go hunting for whatever it is they were looking for. They made it, thankfully, dodging the cars, and then this little guy was the last one. He's following his friends. There he goes, the life of the res dog. There's Blue. He's sleeping safely and comfortably in the back seat of our truck. Still heading north on 191. North of Chinle, the landscape takes a dramatic change. We see some mountains, some formations, and the red rock and dust that characterizes this area around Monument Valley. I apologize for the messy windshield. One of these days, we're going to learn to stop and clean it more often so we can have nice, clear, crisp video. Enjoy what you can. It's beautiful up here. As we discovered throughout our trip in southeast Utah, you really didn't have to go to the national parks to see majestic and interesting rock formations. They were everywhere. Oh, this is Mexican water. We're really close to the border.
Are we?
Yeah.
How you know it's Mexican?
The sign said Mexican water.
Okay.
30 miles, yep. State line, 5 miles. Oh my gosh, we're going to be out of Arizona. Holy cow. We've never been to Utah, so this is cool. And it looks like there's a storm on the horizon. Heading north. We're about to enter the little town of Bluff, Utah.
That's what he went to.
Yeah. This is just a little view of Bluff, where we stopped to get gas. It's really pretty.
This is pretty in through here.
It's really pretty. See those mountains every day if you lived here. Look at that little, like, just that little hoodoo or whatever they call it right there.
Look at those rocks.
I know, that's what I mean. Look at that.
Oh, we should have stayed here for a couple of days. Should have checked out, see if we had a campground.
They do. They have 3 of them. RV park campgrounds.
This is pretty in through here.
It is really pretty. It's really cute. Little condos. That's really cute. Look at that.
We didn't make a note saying we should stay here in Bluff a day or two, a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty in through here.
It is really pretty. Oh, this is so cute. This is as cute as Blanding. I think Blanding. Oh, this might be cuter. Can't decide. Oh, we gotta make. Oh no, we gotta stay north. Yep, stay north. I just can't decide which is cuter. Veterans Memorial. All gave some gave all. San Juan County Library. Oh, this place is so cute. Navajo Trading Post. We're on the last leg of our journey to Moab. We've come through so many diverse ecosystems. We started in the flat, grassy lands of the southern part of the Navajo Nation and came up to Chinle and then into some rock formations that kind of looked like the edge of Monument Valley. Then into Utah, we came into some green rolling hills and then up in elevation to a pine forest and snow-capped peaks where ski runs were still visible on the tall mountains. And now we descend into the Moab area where we'll find more red rock and interesting formations left by years of rain, wind, and roaring rivers. We see Hole in the Rock, an interesting place to stop. We didn't at this time as we were pulling the pod behind us, but it might be fun to check it out someday. Let's get into Moab and to our campground. Entering Moab. We stayed 4 nights at the OK RV Park in Moab. In doing research now, I believe this park is now called Moab RV and Glamping Resort. It was a nice park, very comfortable. Our space had a picnic table and a tree, so it was a little bit shady. Quiet park, plenty of place to walk blue, and we really enjoyed our time there. Thanks for watching our travels on US 191 from Interstate 40 north to Moab, Utah. Check out our other Utah adventures in our Utah playlist on YouTube. And remember, wherever you go, whatever you do, leave that place better than the way you found it. Bye for now.